So now we're gonna finally add and subtract fractions with different denominators. And to do that, you replace them with equivalent fractions that have a common denominator and then add or subtract as before. For example, here, I have 1/2 plus 2/3. Up until this moment in our discussion so far, we would not have been able to handle this problem. But now, finally, we will be able to handle this problem. And I want to ask myself, what number can I get that will serve as a good denominator for both of these? So what I can do is I can say, okay, I can write out the multiples of 2, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. And then I could list out the multiples of 3. For example, 3, 6, 9, and so on. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the first number that comes out in the list of multiples. This is called the least common multiple and is the ideal choice for the denominator that these two fractions are going to share. Okay, so now I'm going to proceed to the addition. First, I'm going to write the 1/2 with a space for the fraction I'm going to multiply it by to get the equivalent fraction, plus the 2/3 together with a space for the fraction that I'm going to multiply it by. Now watch this. 2 had to be multiplied by 3 because 2 times 3 is 6. So therefore, I'm going to multiply the 1/2 by 3 over 3. The 3 had to be multiplied by 2. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, and so on. So I'm going to put 2 over 2 here. Now I want you to notice something. This is not always the case, but if you notice, what did I multiply the first fraction by? By a fraction that equals 1 that was composed of this number, 3. And what did I multiply the 2/3 by? By a fraction that equaled 1, but with the number that corresponded to here. So, but now we have, we're about to have two equivalent fractions, equivalent to the original fraction, but with the same denominator. Okay, so let's look at that. So here, this becomes 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, right? So now look at this. I have two fractions which are equivalent to the original fractions, but now they have the same denominator. And how do we add two fractions with the same denominator? The sum of two fractions with the same denominator is the fraction whose numerator is the sum of the numerators and whose denominator is the common denominator that the two fractions being added have in common. So here, what is this? 3 plus 4 is 7, and then the denominator they share is 6. So 1/2 plus 2/3 gives me 7 over 6. Now, I want to just, because I picked these numbers for this fraction to be small, so that it would be possible for me to show you this in a graphical way. And stand by, please. So here we're going to do a visual impression of this so that we can see that this in fact makes sense. So for example, the 1/2. If I look at it, again, using our famous rectangle drawings that we're using all the time, 1/2 would look like this, where half of it is shaded, right? And 2/3 would be like this. Let's say this would be like 2/3, and this would be like 1/2. Now, watch this. Here, I'm going to slice. So this is the original problem. 1/2 plus 2/3. I can replace this, okay, with the 1/2 that they gave me like this, but sliced like this. And now this is 3/6 total. You see the 1/2 is the same thing as 3/6 here. And then here, this 2/3 that they originally gave me like this is the same thing as 4/6. See, 6 total and 4 are shaded in the 2/3. But see now of course my drawings are not perfect, but you can see that this corresponds to the cake being sliced into 6 equal pieces and 3 of them are selected. And here you can see that this corresponds to the cake being sliced into 6 equal pieces and 4 are selected. And so these correspond to these fractions. And how many of the pieces are there together when we add these two? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 total pieces into pieces that are 1/6 of the thing each. And therefore 7/6 makes perfect sense. Thank you.